you'll be able to speak the language, and speaking will help you to understand. I think when you start speaking Arabic, that will be one of the most beneficial ways that help you to understand Arabic. And of course, in addition to this, we will be covering some grammar, some reading, how to read, and we will focus on the Quran, inshallah, because we're the main purpose, of course, if I ask any of you, I'm sure your purpose is to understand Islam, to understand this great religion, to understand the Quran, to understand the Hadith, right? So inshallah, this will be the purpose. And this is why inshallah we will be focusing on how to read the Quran in the right way. So we will mention the letters and how we read the letters. We will learn it according to the Quranic reading, which is, as we will mention inshallah later, it is the same as the classical Arabic. The correct Quranic reading is the same as the correct classical Arabic speech. There are only two differences between the correct Quranic reading, which means tajweed, reading with tajweed, and the correct classical Arabic speech, not the slangs that are now unfortunately and common nowadays. The only two differences, we will mention them inshallah. It's that the Quranic reading, it's special and unique for extra mad and extra gunna in certain places. Extra mad and extra gunna. We will mention this inshallah in its place. Now what I'm going to start with inshallah quickly is the greetings in Arabic. Okay? The greetings in Arabic. Greetings and saying farewell in Arabic. And just like in English, when you meet someone, hello, how are you? Then goodbye. We're just learning this part, and we're gonna inshallah master it, and we're gonna speak. Okay? Then we will move to the letters. So this is what I will be doing. We will do some conversation on certain things, simple things. When you meet an Arab, when you hear something, you will start talking, whether with one another, whether with your Arab friends or those who know Arabic. Believe me, if you don't speak Arabic, no matter how much grammar you learn, you will not learn. You will forget if you don't practice, if you don't speak. And this is alhamdulillah, and one of the main reasons that helped me to speak English. I know it's not very good English, but at least you understand me, is that whenever in Damascus, I used to work in a library during my studies, Islamic library, and we had a lot of foreigners, a lot. We had people almost from 50 countries. They came to study in the foundation where I studied. So they will all, they want to speak Arabic, and I want to speak English. So they don't like I'm speaking English. I said, you speak Arabic and I will correct you, and I speak English, you correct me. And really this is how I learned. Even in the street, I see someone, he's a tourist, so I try to come close, talk to him, and alhamdulillah, step by step, of course with some grammar, with some studies, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed me to know some English. So let's start right away. The very easy greetings. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Marhaban.
مرحبا
Marhaban.
مرحبا
Marhaban. Raise your voice. Marhaban. Good. Marhaban. 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 Alhamdulillah. Good. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Marhaban is another greeting in Arabic. Okay? Is another greeting, which means you have come to a wide place. You have come to a wide place. They translate it as hello, but it has no relation to hello. But it is like hello, yani when you come to someone, you can say marhaban. Of course, tahiyya means what? Tahiyya means what? Greeting. So we will start with at-tahiyyat. At-tahiyyat, which means what? Greetings, right? Greetings. What's the singular? Singular. Now, I will be giving a lot of vocabulary, a lot of rules, side notes. So, the best learner is the one who takes notes. You don't let any word in, because we're meeting every other week. Until now, this is what's the plan, inshallah. Every other week, so you have almost 14 days to practice and to memorize and to learn what we are taking in this 1 hour and a half or this half an hour in regard with the Arabic. So no matter how much I give you words and rules, it's not much, because you have 15 days to study them. So try to take notes as much as you can, and if you have a question, you raise your finger at any time, inshallah. Tahiyyat is what? Plural, right? Plural means jama'. Singular means mufrad. Okay? The singular is what? Tahiyya. Tahiyya. Singular is tahiyya, right? What's the ayah in Surah An-Nisa that has the word tahiyya? وَإِذَا we have 3 حفاظ. وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُمْ وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُمْ بِتَحِيَّةٍ فَحَيُّوا بِأَحْسَنَ مِنْهَا أَوْ رُدُّوهَا. Then what? إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَسِيبًا. Very nice ayah, and it's a rule in regard with the greetings among Muslims. If you are greeted إِذَا حُيِّيتُمْ, if you are greeted with a greeting, إِذَا حُيِّيتُمْ بِي تَحِيَّةٍ, if you are greeted with a greeting, فَحَيُّوا, greet, بِأَحْسَنَ مِنْهَا, greet back with a better greeting, with a better one, or أَوْ رُدُّوهَا, or reply with the same greeting. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. Marhaban, marhaban. أَوْ رُدُّوهَا. Then look the rest of the ayah. إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَسِيبًا. This part of the ayah, subhanAllah, it conforms with the beginning of the ayah. It's telling you Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will count everything for you. Everything is countable or counted. You will be rewarded. If you do more, you will be rewarded. If you say the same, you will be rewarded with this. So if you do more, you greet with more, you'll get more. And this is why the hadith, when you say Assalamu alaikum, if you reply wa alaikum assalam, as the Prophet ﷺ said, he said, this is 10. Then when someone came and the Prophet replied, or he said wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, then he said 20. When someone entered, the Prophet ﷺ would reply with more. Then he said Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. He said 30. So if you add more, if you do more, if you say more, you get more. Inna Allah kana ala kulli shay'in hasiba. So it's better when, if we say Assalamu alaikum, to say what? The best, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. And this is the best. If you say Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, that's better. If you say wa alaikum assalam, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, this is the same. What if someone says Assalamu alaikum, he says wa alaikum? What do you think? Allah is saying, subhanahu wa ta'ala, reply with the same or better. What do you think? You think this is not the same and not better, right? So it shouldn't be, this reply should not be used, right? We should not say just wa alaikum. No, we can. This is an example. This is an example that we cannot interpret the ayat just by our own opinion. And this is one of the main rules we're gonna take today, inshallah, in tafsir, is you cannot understand the ayah just by your own opinion. You see this example, subhanallah. Why? Because there are a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ replied, wa alaykum. He replied, wa alaykum. So he did not say wa alaykum as-salam, he said wa alaykum. This is one of the proofs that you can say wa alaykum, but it's not preferable. It's better to say the same greeting or more. Okay? So maybe the Prophet ﷺ in certain times, certain issues, certain circumstances, he used this. So you cannot say, this is haram. But because it is obligatory to reply the greeting, right? But what about starting the greeting? Is it obligatory to start the greeting to someone? Is it obligatory? If you see someone, you start the greeting? It's not obligatory, it is sunnah. But if someone greets you, it is obligatory to respond the greeting. Even if you have a disagreement with him, even if you were fighting last night, still you have to reply. Okay? So, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam. Marhaban. Marhaban, good. So, marhaban, what does it mean? We said, it means you have come to a wide place. Means you are welcome. This is, okay? Now I can say, yes?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
If somebody is not a Muslim and they say assalamu alaikum, are we supposed to reply with the same?
Very good question. Here, of course, we interact with non-Muslims a lot, right? The opinion that I adopt is you start greeting any person. Come on. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. You start greeting anyone and you reply to anyone. You start greeting anyone and you can reply to anyone. And this is, if you want to give the right picture about Islam, this is what you should do. And of course, this does not contradict the ahadith at all. Okay? The Prophet ﷺ told us in many authentic ahadith, one of them is that the best of Islam is to feed people and to give salam to those that you know and those that you don't. So if you see someone or you go to the Walmart or whatever, you're not going to ask, are you a Muslim? Yes, then salam alaikum. Are you a Muslim? Oh no, I'm not. Okay, thank you. There are some ahadith, dear brothers and sisters, that apparently tell you don't greet Christians or Jews. Okay? There are hadith like this, but our problem is that some Muslims, they understand just one hadith and they forget about the other hadith. Okay? And some scholars, they took this opinion. Okay, but the majority of scholars, or the least to say, a big number of scholars from the time of the Sahaba, I'm not talking about modern scholars, from the time of the Sahaba, they tell you, you greet anyone and you respond to anyone. Jew, Christian, whoever, you respond, wa alaikum salam. You greet them with the greeting of Islam, assalamu alaikum. And what does assalamu alaikum mean? What does assalamu alaikum mean? What does peace be upon you? What does it mean? What does it mean? Peace be upon me. What does it mean? As-salam means safety. Okay? As-salam. This is one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? This is one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means He is free of any defect, of any imperfection. This is as-salam. He is free of any defect, any flaw, any imperfection, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? This is as-salam. Also, it means He is the giver of security and peace. He is the giver of security and peace. He is the source of security and peace, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who gives you peace and security. When you say assalamu alaikum, what does it mean? You're wishing that this person will be saved from problems. You're wishing, you're praying that he may be protected. SubhanAllah, see the beauty of the Islamic greeting? This is why you're getting reward for it. It's not for just words, because you're praying for him or her. But look at the other greetings. When you say hello, what does hello mean? Anyone has an idea? Does it have any meaning? It doesn't have a meaning, right? Just hello. But assalamu alaikum. May peace be with you. May you be away from any problems. May you be protected from any disasters or issues, or right? Wa rahmatullah, and Allah's mercy. Wa barakatuhu means blessings. Okay? This is the greeting of Muslims and believers in paradise. This is the greeting that they will receive from the angels. And this is the greeting that we greet one another. And marhaban, marhaban is also an acceptable Islamic greeting. It is an acceptable Islamic greeting, and the Prophet used it, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet used the word marhaban, which means, as I said, that you have come to a wide place, means you're welcome. Okay, this is yours. So if you say marhaban, I say marhaban bikum. Marhaban bikum. I welcome you to this class. Marhaban bikum fi hadihi ad-dawra. For example, welcome. I welcome you to this course. Or urahhibu bikum. You see, urahhibu. Urahhibu. I welcome you. So rahib, marhaban, rahib. This means a wide place. One of the replies, or one of the greetings, or this greeting before we move, the Prophet ﷺ once, the sister of Sayyidina Ali ibn Talib came and he said, marhaban bi ummi hani. Welcome hani. Marhaban. So he used the word marhaban. And who knows, in the story of the Isra and Mi'raj, who remembers this word, where this word came? Marhaban. Who used this word? Who used this greeting? In the story of Al-Isra and Mi'raj, when the Prophet ascended, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not remembered yet? Huh? All the prophets greeted the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When he would come, he would say assalamu alaikum. They say wa alaikum assalam, marhaban bil akhi salih. Right? Marhaban. Welcome, O righteous brother. You know this? When he would go to the heavens, every heaven he would meet the prophets. They would tell him, he would give the salam, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He would say assalamu alaikum. They would say wa alaikum assalam, marhaban bil akhi salih. So some scholars, they said you use this after assalamu alaikum, and some others they said it's okay, you start marhaban right away, no problem. But which is better? Absolutely assalamu alaikum. You're getting reward. Also, if you say marhaban, you will get rewards, inshallah, because you're greeting, you're saying good words. Allah said, قولوا للناس حسنا وقولوا للناس حسنا. Say good words, right? It is a good word. Marhaban, how are you? Welcome. Inshallah, you get reward, but always it's better to say assalamu alaikum. Then if you say after that marhaban, ahlan wa sahlan bikum, right? Marhaban, ahlan wa sahlan. Marhaban, 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 ahlan wa sahlan. So ahlan wa sahlan. Before I say ahlan wa sahlan, did all the prophets say to Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? All of them, they said marhaban bil akhi salih. All of them, they said marhaban bil akhi salih. Welcome, righteous brother. No. There are two, they said to him, marhaban bil ibni salih. Welcome, O righteous son. Who are they? Yalla, are you sleeping? Who's sleeping? Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Who else? Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. Because Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, he's the father of all humans, and Sayyidina Ibrahim is also the father of the prophets and the forefather of the prophets. So they welcome the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, Marhaban bil ibni salih. You see how you use it? Marhaban bi. Marhaban bi. Okay? This is one of the way you use it. Marhaban bi. So I say marhaban bikum, marhaban bika, marhaban biki, right? Marhaban. You can say marhaban, or you can say marhaban. You heard what your mom said? What? Ahlan wa sahlan. Now what does ahlan wa sahlan mean? Ahlan means ahl, means family. So when you say ahlan, as if you're saying you have come to your family. You see, very nice word, very warm. Welcome. Ahlan, as if you're coming to your family. Ahlan. Halalta, ahlan. You have come to your family. Wa sahlan, sahlan means you have also come to a good place. Okay? So this is what we use. Ahlan wa sahlan. These are the main greetings. Now, there are some other greetings that mostly non-Muslim Arabs they use. Also, it's good to learn them because there's no problem with them. They say Sabahul Khair. Before we go to this one, let's practice these ones very quickly, inshallah. Give me an example quickly about the greeting. Ahlan wa sahlan. MashaAllah. Got this, inshallah. Now, those ones they use Sabahul Khair. Good morning. Sabah means morning. Al-Khair means good. So good morning means I wish you good morning. This has a meaning. You see, hello. You don't understand a meaning from hello. But good morning, it's good. You're wishing him a good morning. It's a good greeting. Okay? Not some people, haram. I don't know. Ask the security downstairs, security officer. Wait. So, Sabah al-Khair, they say Sabah al-Khair. Sabah al-Khair, Sabah al-Khair. Just in good morning, right? Sabah al-Khair. Sabah al-Khair means I wish you a good morning. It's not a bad greeting, it's good. But always you try to get into your account, get hasanat as much as you like, as much as you can. Okay? Sabah al-Khair. Sabah al-Khair. In Syria, we say Sabah al-Nur. They say Sabah al-Khair, Sabah al-Nur. You say Sabah al-Nur, the morning of light. Sabah al-Nur means the morning of light. Again, you're wishing that you will have a morning of light, full of light. Okay? But usually they say Sabah al-Khair, Sabah al-Khair. Another way, our Shaykh taught us, may Allah reward him, he would say, don't just use the word Sabah al-Khair itself, say Sabbahaka Allah bil Khair. Use the word Allah. Use the word Allah with it. You say Sabbahaka Allah bil Khair. May Allah give you a good morning. This is Sabbahaka Allah bil Khair. And in the Islam we say Allah yasabhak bil Khair. Sabbahaka Allah, which means Sabbahaka Allah bil Khair. Sabbahaka Allah bil Khair. And the final one, this is about the morning. What about the evening? Who knows? What do they say? Huh? Masa al-Khair. Masa al-Khair. The evening of good evening. Okay? Last one. As'ad Allahu sabahakum. May Allah make your morning a happy one. It's good. Good da'wah. As'ad Allahu sabahakum. As'ad Allahu sabahaka. As'ad Allahu sabahaki. As'ad Allahu sabahakum. Okay, this is another greeting. So we have many greetings. Any other greetings, Shaykh? We missed any greeting? You think of anyone? Anyone heard from any Arab any more other greetings other than what we mentioned? تصبح على خير. This is farewell. We will come to this. This is when you say يعني goodbye. Have a good night. Have a good evening. تمام? You think of anyone? Any greeting you heard from someone? Okay. These are the main ones. After this, yes. أسعد الله صباحك.
حياك الله.
حياك الله. حياك Allah, it's used after the greeting. So you don't come to someone to say حياك Allah. No. This comes within, after the greeting. السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام. How are you? كيف حالك? الحمد لله. بارك الله فيك. حياك الله. حياك الله means may Allah يحييك. حياك means may Allah give you life, give you more life. Okay? حياك الله وبياك. This is especially used in the Gulf countries. Okay, in Syria we don't use this, rarely to use it. In the Gulf countries they use this, they say حياك الله وبياك. حياك Allah means what? May Allah give you long life. حيا. Okay? وبياك means may Allah give you a high level, or give you a level, or admit you into paradise. بياك, بوأك. Right? بياك, from بوأك. So this comes after the greeting. Any questions so far? Now, after you greet, after the greeting, what do you say?
كيف الحال؟
كيف الحال؟ كيف الحال؟ الحمد لله. كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله.
So كيف الحال, right? كيف الحال, which means what? How is the situation? I try to give you the literal meaning so that you understand the words. Then you understand the contextual meaning. So كيف الحال, how are you? Okay, means how are you? But كيف الحال, it means how is the situation. كيف حالك, how is your situation, means how are you, right? Means how are you. كيف حالك, كيف حالك. الحمد لله. الحمد لله, I'm asking you how are you, you say all praise to Allah. This is a kind of contraction, okay? If you want the full answer, you say بخير. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. Okay? It's okay to say Alhamdulillah right away, it's understood. But the full answer, as the Prophet ﷺ taught us, narrated by Imam Ahmad, he came to someone, he said Assalamu alaikum. He said Wa alaikum assalam. The Prophet ﷺ told him, كيف أصبحت. This is another second greeting. First greeting, then we have second greeting or second follow-up talk, right? كيف أصبحت. كيف أصبحت means how did you reach the morning? How did you wake up? How are you this morning? All this. كيف أصبحت. أصبح means reach the morning. Okay? كيف أصبحت. بخير. Very good. بخير والحمد لله. كيف أصبحتِ. بخير الحمد لله. كيف أصبحتما. بخير والحمد لله. بخير والحمد لله. So كيف أصبحت. كيف أصبحتم. كيف أصبحتم. بخير والحمد لله. You can say بخير وأحمد الله. Right? بخير وأحمد الله. بخير وأحمد ربي. بألف خير. This is a modern. I have reached the morning with 1,000 goods. Right? 1,000. Which is okay. كيف أصبحت. بألف خير والحمد لله. بألف خير والحمد لله. So, كيف الحال. الحمد لله. بخير. If someone wants to complain, he would say
الحمد لله.
لا بأس. لا بأس. كيف الحال. He is tired, he is exhausted, he fought with many people. كيف الحال. لا بأس. والحمد لله. So the Muslim would also say Alhamdulillah, right? Because anything that afflicts you, still it is inshallah good for you. So you say, Alhamdulillah. La ba'as, Alhamdulillah. Okay, we will finish with the farewell greeting. So how do we, when we depart from each other, when we leave, what do we say? What do we say? So we said Salaam Alaikum, how are you? And we talked about some issues. Then we're gonna leave. What do we say? Assalamu Alaikum. Assalamu Alaikum. Wa Alaikum Assalam. Or Ma'a Salama. Who says Ma'a Salama? Usually when someone leaves you, you tell him Ma'a Salama. With safety, means may you leave with safety, may you be safe in your departure, right? Ma'a Salama. Ila al-liqa. Ila al-liqa means what? Ila al-liqa means what? Means to the meeting. This is literally. Means what? Who knows the equivalent in English?
Till we meet again.
See you again. See you again, right? See you. This is what it means. Ila liqa. See you. So it means see you, right? Ila liqa. Ma'a salama. The Islamic way of greeting someone when he's leaving, what do you say? أستودع الله دينك وأمانتك وخواتيم عملك. أستودع الله دينك وأمانتك وخواتيم عملك. We will take these greetings because I know you need to write them. We will take them inshallah next time. We will stop here so that we take some letters, just some letters very quickly inshallah. And maybe next time we'll take more. But before we finish with this, let's do some quick practice about the first greeting and the second. كيف الحال؟ كيف حالك؟ كيف حالك؟ كيف حالكم؟ بخير الحمد لله. كيف أصبحت؟ كيف أصبحتم؟ كيف أصبحتما؟ كيف أصبحتي? Okay, very quick, 2 or 3 exercises please. Try. كيف الحال comes after the greeting, right? يلا you and him. Very good. صباح الخير.
صباح النور.
صباح النور ما شاء الله. He has turned Syrian. Okay. ماشي. Okay. So to make it easy inshallah, to make it simple, the letters that we speak, there are 29 letters. Who knows? Who can tell me quickly? Who can tell me the letters? So anyone who does not know the letters, the Arabic alphabet, alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, da, ra, zai, sin, shin, sad, da, ta, dha, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, nun, ha, waw, ya. If you don't know this song, you go on YouTube, you write Arabic alphabet and you sing it. In 2 days, you will get it. I'm serious. I'm serious. So please, you make sure you learn the alphabet by yourself. We're not gonna sit and tell you alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha. Okay, you learn it by yourself, please. Learn all the letters. Now, let's try to count them, and I need you to tell me what's missing. Why I said the 29? Are these 29? Alif, all together. Alif, you yourself. Alif. How many? 28. What's missing? Al-Hamza. What's missing is Al-Hamza. So Al-Hamza is a letter. In the before 90, almost the year 90 of the migration of the Prophet ﷺ, the Arabs did not have a shape for the Hamza. The Hamza did not have a shape. So what would they do? They would pronounce a Hamza, but they would not write a Hamza. What do they do instead? They either write instead of it Waw or alif or ya, or they leave nothing, they write nothing. Okay, like the word, for example, like the word ma. For example, they would write the word ma like this, just like this. Ma, you see it? And how would they understand that this is ma, not ma? How? From the context, right? From the context, right? For example, the word yu'minun. How would they write the word yu'minun? They would write it like this, yu'minun. And this is one of the languages of some tribes. They say yu'minun. This is one of the Quranic reading. Okay, so this is how the Arabs would use the Hamza. Now, later on, there is a genius of our scholars. He is called Al-Khalil bin Ahmad Al-Farahidi. He invented a shape for the Hamza. And he said that the Ain, he said the Ain or the Hamza comes close from the Ain. Try they're close, right? So he said it's similar to the Ain. Let me take the head of the Ain. You see the Ain? He cut the head of the Ain and he made the Hamza. He said this is the Hamza. Got it? Okay. Now, what is this? What is this? This is Alif? No. Okay, then what about this? Lam Alif? What about this? Lam. So we have two lams? Huh? Okay. This is the first point and the last point. I'm going to only mention this point for today, inshallah. As for Arabic, the first one, which is here, this is the Hamza. Okay? This is the Hamza. But because generally it is used on Alif, so they put it on Alif. Okay? But this is the Hamza actually. This is the Hamza, and I prefer if we just write the Hamza when we teach the alphabet. You just write the Hamza separately, because we write it sometimes in the beginning of some words separate, just on the line, right, without anything. So you just write the Hamza separate, and you say this is the Hamza. Okay. Then what about this? What about Lam Alif? This is the Alif. Then why they say Lam Alif? Why they say Lam Alif? Anyone has an idea? Yes, sister?
Is it mad?
Mad?
Is it
You're close. The Alif, dear brothers and sisters, in Arabic does not come except with sukoon, and must always be preceded by a letter with fatha. You cannot have any alif other than this. Try to have an alif that has dhamma before it. Try. Wa. This is wa with fatha, this is not dhamma. Try to have kasra, then alif. Liya. It doesn't work, right? You cannot. This is how the alif is. It's always sakina, means what? It always has sukoon, and it's always preceded by fatha. So, okay, then why they said la? So the alif is this sound that is after the lam, okay? The prolongation of the fatha. The alif is the prolongation of the fatha. La. Why they said la? Why they didn't say ba? Why they said lam alif? Why they did not say ba alif? Ba or ta or tha, ja, ha, kha. All these have alif, right or no? Right? Why they use the lam? They said, Tfaddal Shaykh, give me your opinion.
Because they look similar.
They look similar? Okay. Well, the opinion or the reason is this. In Arabic, the Arabs do not start with sukoon. But in English we do. Do you start any word in English with sukoon? Children. Ch. Does not this sukoon? Ch. T. T. Ch. But in Arabic, you will never find any word like this. In Arabic, either you say fa or fu or fi. You cannot say f. Fit. Right? So in Arabic, Arabs do not start with sukoon. Okay? Never, ever. No exceptions for this. No exceptions. There are some words that have sukoon in the beginning. Like if you want to say al-jabal, for example, or al-kitab. Al-kitab. What do they do? Or let's take a verb. قرأ. Okay? قرأ. 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 In order not to start with sukoon, the Arabs naturally they add something in the beginning. What is it? Hamza al-Wasl. Yes, Hamza al-Wasl, which means literally Hamza of connection. Okay, Hamza al-Wasl. Hamza al-Wasl. Hamza al-Wasl. I'm going to show you the picture of Hamza al-Wasl. Hamza al-Wasl, dear brothers, it's used to help us speak or start the words that start with sukoon. Okay? What is the shape of Hamza al-Wasl? What is the shape of Hamza al-Wasl? This is it. It is an alif, and that has on top a symbol similar to the beginning of the sad. Can you see it here? You see it? This symbol over the alif, which is, it's similar to the beginning of the sad, right? Small sad like this, right? If you look at the mushaf, any mushaf, you will find this symbol. Okay? This is called Hamzatul Wasl. Got it? Hamzatul. Why do the Arabs use it? To help them start the words that start with sukoon. Got it? I will send you these pictures, inshallah, to the emails. So, this is the symbol of Hamza al-Wasl. Now we started important rules of reading. Even if you don't know to read at all, and you catch these rules, that will help you so much, inshallah. Hamza al-Wasl, whenever you connect it with anything before it, you drop it. Whenever you connect Hamza al-Wasl to anything before it, you drop it. Why? Who knows why? You must have some tea. We must have a break and you have some tea so that you wake up.
Because it's not needed anymore?
Exactly. Because we don't need it anymore. We said they brought Hamza al-Wasl to help them start words that start with sukoon. So if we connect Hamza al-Wasl with something before it, so we don't need Hamza al-Wasl, we drop it. Got it? So, for example, we say al-kitab. Do we say al-kitab? Or what do we say? Al-kitab. So, we will come to Hamza al-Wasl later on, inshallah, but we will come to the details about Hamza al-Wasl. But the point is, when this lam that has sukoon, it needed help, right? It needed a letter so that it can be pronounced, right? What letter did we use? We used Hamza al-Wasl, right? We used Hamza al-Wasl, which is not a letter, but how do they write Hamza al-Wasl? How do they write it? What's the shape of Hamza al-Wasl? Alif. Alif, and it has this small sad, right? So, when the lam, one day, it needed a letter, and the alif helped the lam to be pronounced. Now, the alif needs a letter to be pronounced. The alif needs help. How do we express the alif? What do we say? We say la or sa or kha. They said, since the alif held the lam one day, let the lam now help the alif back and reply the favor. So we say la. Got it? This is what the scholars mentioned about lam alif. This is why it is lam alif. So if someone tells you, pronounce an alif for me, what do you say? La. Why la? La means no. But you're not saying no, you're telling him an alif, which is la. If you say ta, it's okay. If you say ta, it's okay. But this is why they say lam alif. Got it? Any question? So now we know the Hamza. The Hamza, we will come to the rules of the Hamza, how it's written, how you pronounce it, etc. It has simple rules, inshallah. And we know the alif. You know the difference between them. Okay, the alif is an alif. The alif does not have any haraka. And they also don't put sukoon on the alif. Who knows why? Because it's always sakin. So they don't need to put sukoon. Maybe they save some ink, right? They don't need to put sukoon because it doesn't come except that it has sukoon, right? And when they put that small side, this is not alif, this is Hamza al-Wasl. And then when they put Hamza over the alif, that's Hamza. Got it? Any question? No questions? Jazakumullahu khairan. Sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. 5-minute break, inshallah. Who has a question? Ask. Please don't be hesitant. If you have a question, ask. Okay, we'll have 5-minute break.
Just a little bit confusion of, so the alif has sukoon, but I say it like which doesn't sound
This
like
is not alif. Now you're saying, very good question. Believe me, many people, they don't understand this. So good that he asked. He said, the alif has sukoon, but I say When you say this is what you're saying. Look at the screen. When you say you're not saying alif. You're saying Hamza alif. Got it? Got it? The Hamza is But if you say it is just like la. This is Hamza and alif. Hamza and alif. And we will come to this particular one. It has a rule, inshallah. Because some people, they read this as while it is like ata al-mala. They say ata. It's not ata ya habibi. It is ata. Okay? So what you're saying is not an alif, it is Hamza with alif. Ba, ta, tha. Got it? Fadl.
If you don't mind.
Please.
I think, for a lot of people who are native English speakers, we're used to words that start with vowel sounds. Whereas in Arabic, there's no word that can possibly start with a vowel sound. So even if it looks like it's starting with the vowel sound, it's actually starting with the Hamza. In order to push this sound out, you have to have some sort of consonant sound to push it out. So the Hamza is what pushes it out. So
is the Hamza not a vowel?
No.
I mean, it sounds like a vowel.
Yeah, the vowels, we will come to the vowels in Arabic. The vowels are the harakat in Arabic. The vowels are the harakat. Why the Hamza is not a vowel? What about the word ma?
Okay.
Got it? Ma. The Hamza is a consonant. But when we put the haraka on it, the fatha, you think it's a vowel. Now it has a vowel. So the difference between Arabic and English is, in English, we have consonants and vowels, right? Car. The letters, some letters are consonants, some letters are vowels. But in Arabic, you have the letter and you have the vowel as a haraka on the letter or under the letter. Got it? And this is why reading Arabic is much, much easier than reading English. It is much, much easier than reading English. Why? Why? I know the two languages, and I know this why, because in Arabic, خلاص, when you find a fatha, you know it is a. Dhamma u, kasra i, qa, qu, qi, qu, su, ila, sa'ala, sa'ala. But in English, yalla, this is read, this is listen, this is read, this is written, this W is not pronounced, G with H are this G is not pronounced, B and H are F, this and this are. T and H are that. This is that. This is no. This is not ball. This is ball. This is not. This is not right. It's really confusing. You need to do a lot. But in Arabic, very easy. خلاص. When you recognize the shapes of letters and you know the harakat, you can read any word correctly. And there are very few rules that sometimes have some exceptions. Very few, and they are very easy. This is why absolutely reading Arabic is absolutely easier than reading any other language. Because of the harakat, because of these vowels that make it very clear. And may Allah reward the scholars who made this very good bid'ah, very good innovation, which is the harakat. In the time of Sayyidina Ali, he instructed someone to do it, and we will talk about this inshallah later on. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach us and benefit us from what we learned. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Muhammad, walhamdulillah rabbil alamin.